Today I'm going to be talking about 3 sites that I've built using the Project 24 method. I'll be showing you all of my Google Analytics as well as all the money I've been making so far, so don't go anywhere. Hello YouTube, and a very special hello to all my subscribers. My name's Phil and welcome to my channel. This is where I document my journey building an online income. So I started Project 24 about 11 months ago. I've built up 3 sites so far, and today I just want to jump into the analytics and just to talk about how they're doing and the changes since last month. So let's do that. So if you're watching for the first time, why not subscribe? And if you haven't heard about Project 24, let me quickly explain what it is. This is a course set up by Income School, and it takes you through all the steps that you need to build an online income, either through blogging or through YouTube or through both. And I joined this nearly a year ago, and I've been following it ever since, and I think it's a really good course, and if you're struggling to get traffic to your site, then I would really recommend it. If you're interested in finding a little bit more about that, then check out the link in the description. Okay, so let's jump into the numbers. Okay, so I've got 3 sites that I want to talk about today. The first site is the main Project 24 site that I built. It's completely my own work. I haven't outsourced any of the content at the moment. However, I would say that I am sort of behind the plans that I had for it. So if we just go through the numbers a little bit. So just to give you a bit of a flavour of what's happening, I've got 85 posts at the moment. That's split between response posts around 1,350 to 1,500 words, staple posts around 2,500 words, and the pillar posts, which are around 3,500 words. So I've got 55 response posts, which would take me roughly about 110 hours to produce using the Project 24 method. 19 staple posts, which is about 76 hours to produce, and 11 pillar posts, around 88 hours. So that gives me a total of 274 hours, give or take. So with this, I would just say, because I've become a little bit more familiar with the topic, it doesn't take as long now to do the research when I'm talking about general topics I'm already familiar with. So as I said, I haven't outsourced anything on this site at the moment. I do have a YouTube channel, but I really haven't touched it in a long time. I keep saying that I should put on more videos and it keeps getting pushed to the back of the queue. But I have got 13 videos on that at the moment, and I'm just monetizing this site with Amazon. So I did put on a couple more affiliate links for different companies, but so far no bites. So it's mainly just by Amazon at the moment. So if we have a quick look at the Google Analytics, so for the month of April, from the 1st to the 30th of April, this site, site 1, brought in 5,542 page views. And you can see the information here. That's about 5,000 unique page views, and the average time on page is just under 5 minutes. And you can see the bounce rate there and the exit rate. Now, if we compare this to last month, let's see the difference. So you can see April the 1st to April the 30th and March the 1st to the 31st, so 1 extra day. But you can see that it's an increase of 154%. So last month I got 2,175 page views, and this month it's gone up to 5,542. So it's more than doubled there, really. So I don't know what's happening at the moment. I think perhaps because of the current pandemic, perhaps people are looking on the internet a little bit more. They're stuck at home. But whatever it is, it's certainly got an increase in this site. So I'm really happy with that. And you can just see generally everything's up. The only thing perhaps I should be worried about is my average time on page, which has gone down by just over 10%. I don't really know, is this just because I have more people on the site, so overall the average is down? I'm not really sure. But I'm really happy with this. It's gone up really, it's crazy actually. So if you look, we started off, if we look at the start of the month, the first time I got over 100 views, and if we look on the 26th of April, for example, 264 views. That's crazy. So obviously there we're looking at page views. I just want to show you the other metrics. So this is under acquisitions in Google Analytics, and you can see the users and my conversions for the goals that I've set up. So the goals are normally when someone clicks onto another page or clicks over to Amazon or clicks over to another affiliate, and you can set that up yourself just so you can see how often that happens. So if we just look at the numbers, you can see, for example, the number of users I have, 4,340, of which new users were worth 4,304. So generally it's new people coming to the site. And you can see that each page per session, so I've had 5,000 sessions. Now, I still don't really understand why I have more sessions than users, but if someone can explain that to me, then leave me a comment, that would be really helpful. But you can see that the pages per session are 1.27, so obviously people are visiting more pages when they visit the site. So if we just look at the traffic sources, you can see that organic traffic is basically most of the traffic here. Direct, social and referrals, it's a small percentage of the total. So that's a good thing in the sense that I'm getting a lot of search traffic, but also in the long run that could leave me vulnerable. So perhaps I should work on things like social and referral traffic a little bit more. So I also just wanted to talk about the posts that are bringing in the traffic. So I just went through and picked out the 10 top posts, and I just wanted to give you an idea of how old the posts were and what type of post style they were. So you can see the top 10 posts here. We've got the number of page views here in green. The percentage is total traffic to my site in the last month, and then you've got the type of post here. So for example, the top post is bringing 390 page views in the last month. That's about 7% of all traffic is response, and that is 220 days old. So that's a little over, what, 8 months? And if you just look through, you can see all the different numbers. Most of these posts are actually response posts. Most of them are more than 5, 6, 7 months old, but there's one exception. Post 4, I only published this 23 days ago, and it's already bringing in 5% of my traffic. So obviously I've just picked up on something that at the moment is quite popular, or it was really low-hanging fruit. But this generally is not the rule of thumb. So most of my posts are getting to that hockey stick growth period where they're about 7 to 9 months old and they're suddenly going to be bringing in more traffic. So the thing about this is, so those top 10 posts are bringing a total of 46% of the overall traffic. And if you remember watching a video by Income School, they were talking about the dangers of your top 5 posts. If your top 5 posts are bringing in more than 30% of your traffic, there's a bit of an issue. So I went through and my top 5 posts are bringing in 29% of the traffic, which I think is okay. I know that last month, at least my top post was bringing in about 20% of the traffic, and that's changed. So I'm quite happy that now it's kind of balancing out a little bit. So I'm not likely to get into the situation where I've got 1 or 2 posts bringing in most of my traffic, and then if I lose the ranking for that, then all my traffic disappears. So everything is looking fairly good as far as I can see. Okay, so let's turn to site 2. So this is my wedding niche site, and to be honest, I haven't really done anything with this in the last couple of months. I did a really bad job with search analysis. I kind of rushed it a little bit. I didn't really know the niche very well, and I can see now that I've picked a lot of topics where there was just too much competition. So this is on the back burner. I haven't really touched it, so it's still only got 34 posts on it, and you can see the spread. It's 20 response posts, 9 staple, 5 pillar posts, and this is completely outsourced, and this has cost me around $1,271, and it's not making any money. but it is slowly bringing in some traffic. So let's quickly look at that. So this is a site that I set up in the end of October, and it's currently bringing in the month of April 692 page views compared to last month, which was 367. So the traffic is growing, and it's actually growing at more or less the right sort of speed for income score. It's perhaps a little bit under the predicted page views for month 6, but this is because I haven't really put any more articles on it. I do plan on building this up in the future, but at the moment, to be honest, I kind of lost a bit of interest in this site because the whole idea was in April, the beginning of April, I was meant to have my family wedding. Although I am married already, my family are meant to be flying in to Taiwan for a big family wedding. Obviously, with the pandemic, everything's closed. You can't travel as much, and it's kind of put a damper on this site for me. So I'm not really paying as much attention to it at the moment, but hopefully in the future. So if we look at site 3, I probably have been paying a little bit more attention to this one, as you can see. So it's now got 50 posts already published, but there are 16 draft posts just waiting for me to go through and edit. So the breakdown is 26 response posts, 16 staple posts, about 8 pillar posts, and the total writing time to produce that around 180 hours. So this has cost me just under $2,000 for the writers because it's totally outsourced. I do have a couple of Amazon links on this. I've also got some other affiliate links. This is more of a service niche. So at the moment, I've not made any money on this site either, but it's still early days. It's only about 6 months old. So if we look at the traffic for site 3, again, you can see this is April compared to March. In April, I got 2,724 page views compared to 1,021 page views in the previous month. So it's gone up by about 166%. So this is definitely growing. And it doesn't seem to have been affected by the pandemic. Although this is a service niche and not a hobby niche like site 1, it seems to be really growing. I think I did a much better job with the search analysis here. I think this is a fairly underserved niche. So whereas the wedding niche, there's a lot of competition. This one, there is competition, but I don't think anyone is approaching it like a blogger. So I'm really happy with the results here. Okay, so let's talk about money. So basically all the money that I've made is through Amazon in the last month. So we all know that Amazon have really changed the way that they're giving out commissions to their affiliates, and I can definitely see this in the money I got. So I made $50.93 through the Amazon commissions. So this is pretty much all through the site 1, the $50.93 there. So that was 48 items, of which 47 were shipped in the month of April. I also got a bounty, which is someone signed up to some service. I think it was maybe Amazon Prime or something like that. That actually came through this site for this YouTube channel. So if you're watching and you did that, thanks very much. So $50, not too bad for a month. But if we just look at how much I made, so for example, the 4th of April, I made a commission of $8. And if we compare that to the 28th of April, 61 cents. And I've definitely been hit. I've been knocked down to a couple of those categories where now I'm only getting 3% or 1%. So Amazon, they're not going to be a big source of money for me in the future, but I'm going to keep the links on the sites just for the time being because, like I always say, it's kind of free money. Unfortunately, I do feel like I missed the boat with Amazon. I wish that I had gotten into this a lot sooner, but to be honest, the results would be the same. They wouldn't have changed what they were going to do anyway. So Yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. So I'm nearly coming up to a year as a member of Project 24, and I do feel like I'm a little bit behind on my main Project 24 website. I've only put up 85 posts. So over the next month, I'm going to change my approach a little bit. I really want to get up to 100 posts, just me, but I'm also going to redirect all of the attention of my writers to that site. Up until now, they haven't been writing any types of posts for site one, but I'm gonna put my investments there. I really want to like double down on this. It's obviously working. I'm getting a lot more page views, and I definitely think I'm out of the ghost town period. Whether or not it's going to be sustainable, whether or not the pandemic is the result of the increase in page views, I don't know. This is something I will see over the next couple of months. Although I haven't written a lot on the site, I have been busy. So I have actually been working on another project, which is all to do with a YouTube channel. So I launched a YouTube channel with a colleague, another teacher, and we launched it back in March. And we've just been filming non-stop. We normally do about 2, maybe 3 filming days a week. And also we have planning days. So a lot of my attention over the last month or 2 months has been on that. So not only are we doing the filming, I'm also doing the editing. So just to give you an idea of what we've been doing with that YouTube channel. So over the last 2 months, we've managed to put up, I can show you. So over the last 2 months, we've got 32 videos up. So that's about, I think we've got something like 20 videos that are already out, and I've got about 8 scheduled, so I have a bit of a buffer. And we've managed to get up to about 99 subscribers in the first 2 months. I don't think that's too shabby, although we're still getting quite low page views, or video views, I should say, on views on the video, I should say. But not bad, about 700 views in a month. Not bad for a new channel. So basically what I've learned in the last month is I've taken on way too much. If I could give any advice to anyone starting out right now, I would say just pick 1, maybe 2 projects at a time. I do admit now that I've spread myself a little bit too thin, but all's not lost. I am every day I am producing something. Content's going up either on the sites or on the YouTube channels, and you know, although I could be more productive if I focused on one thing, I am still producing things. But I'm hoping that over the next couple months, I'm going to put more. I'm going to pay more attention to site 1 and really build that up to success. So if you've enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe. If you've got any comments, any suggestions for me, then please do leave me a comment in the comment section. I do enjoy reading them. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.